Hey everybody, Brian Akins. Picked up a model 1850 foot officer's sword. Basically, this is just your run-of-the-mill Civil War era 1850 foot officer's sword until. Get down here. This was actually presented to Brigadier General Archibald Grace Jr. when he was made major of an Alabama unit. He actually was a New York Yankee, a rich Yankee, that went into, graduated West Point, went out, was fighting out west, left the Army, went down to Mobile where his dad had a cotton business, and then when the war broke out, he decided he was going to fight with the Rebs and was presented this sword by the governor of Alabama. It almost looks like the U.S. and the E pluribus unum was intentionally rubbed out under magnification. Sure looks like old Archibald Grace decided to get rid of the U.S. Saxon, let's get in on that one more time on it etch and make sure we got it good, because that's the deal there. How about that for cool? He was actually killed in 1864 by Yankee artillery at Petersburg. Tell you what, let's do story time with Rebel real quick. It's hard to remember all this stuff. Historic sword of Brigadier General Archibald Grace Jr. He was killed in action around Petersburg, December the 2nd, 1864. The sword was presented to him by Alabama Governor Andrew Barrymore, who was elected head of Alabama from 1857 to 1861 and played an important role in the Confederate Congress assembled in Montgomery, Alabama in 1861. This presentation was made at the outset of the war in 1861 when Grace was appointed major of the 11th Alabama Regiment. Archibald Grace was born in New York City, New York, December the 1st, 1832. He graduated from West Point in 1854, served on the northwestern frontier in 1856. Let's see, when the secession crisis began, Grace's father returned to New York, but Archibald Jr. remained in Alabama as the militia captain of the Washington Light Artillery. Gracie seized the federal arsenal at Mount Vernon, Alabama, under the orders of the governor. And see, he fought at Chickamauga, the siege of Knoxville, Bean Station, where he was wounded. Then he recovered, and Gracie was killed by Union artillery on December the 2nd, 1864, while he was observing enemy movements. His father had his body moved to New York after the war ended. A couple of more cool things about him is we actually have a picture of him right here in uniform. Saxon can get in there on that. Kind of a little candy camera action of him. Have some other pictures. Anyway, guys, this will be listed on my website, Rebel Relics. Check it out. If you like the videos, hit subscribe. If you need anything, give me a shout. Appreciate you.